Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel, and today Borderlands the pre-sequel out on 17th of October 2014. Should I get it? Shouldn't I get it? Well, here's a little backstory. I was playing The Last of Us with a PSN friend of mine, and we were just talking about games in general, and he asked me if I had Borderlands 2, which I said no, and he said, well, why not? And I told him, well, you know, I wasn't really a big fan of the cell animation, cartoony looking kind of games, and with all the numbers splurting about the place, it just didn't turn me on in no way, shape or form. He says, look, don't watch that, just get into the gameplay, try it. It's all about shooting and looting basically. And he was insistent that I would like the game so much that he was willing to actually buy me the game. To which I said, well, you know, you don't have to do that, you know, I'll try it. And fortunately, on game.co.uk, they were selling Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition for like £22, which had like two DVDs, one with the game and one with the DLC. And they said they had over like £75 worth of DLC on there. And I literally got it for a really good price, around 22 quid. They've now put up the price since. And I gave it a go. And upon watching this, the actual intro, the opening title sequence to the game, I already thought it was going to be a good game to play. It's one of the coolest intros I've ever seen on a video game. You know, it just reminds me of Gorillaz, Damon Albarn's Gorillaz, the videos that they basically put out. And, you know, it just reminded me of the post-apocalyptic Mad Max kind of vibe, you know, which I liked as a youth watching the movies and stuff. And it looked pretty good from there. So actually getting into the game, you know, I had high expectations, and boy, those expectations were met. It is a pleasure to play. As well as my friend who I was in conversation with in relation to this game, I do have a few other PSN friends that plays Borderlands 2, and they're level 60 odd gunzerkers, and as you can see, I'm only a level 14, so I haven't really put much into the game. I don't really stick at one game religiously, you know, I tend to spread myself thin across a few games and across platforms as well. So, you know, I didn't really give this game as much attention as I should have, but whoa, there is just so much DLC in this game. There's a shitload. They had to put it on another disc, as I explained before. And I really like the game. I really like the game. If you put aside the look of the game, the cartoony look of the game, because I can understand why it would be off-putting to some, but really and truly, that is what gives it the charm. You know, I have noticed that they're trying to do a realistic version of Mad Max to be released on the PS4 system. I don't know how that will fare. There's been very little promotion in relation to that, very few teaser trailers. But in the meantime, you know, with this game, I think it kind of captures the vibe in a more comedic way, and in a more user-friendly way, you know, because games like this, games that look like this, I never really had no interest in. But then playing games like Warframe on the PS4, you can tell where the developers got their inspiration from. And, you know, this game is a cult game, you know, it has cult status. And I'm trying to appeal to those who wouldn't ordinarily play games of this type, you know, to give it a go. In answer to the question, will I get the pre-sequel? Yes, I will. Will I put a lot of time into it? Maybe not, because October is going to be a mad month for games. There's going to be so much games released in October. And because this game is released on the PS3 platform, and a lot of games are going to be released on the PS4 platform, you know, more attention is going to be paid to the PS4. But at the same time, you know, I'm not selling or trading in my PS3 machine anytime soon. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of people playing this. Who knows? Who knows? But in answer to the question, yes, I am going to get it. But for those who haven't even dipped their water into Borderlands 2, please try it out, man. You know, I speak as a Borderlands 2 virgin. that didn't like the look of the game ordinarily, but enjoys immensely the gameplay. You know, and as you can see, I'm playing the game by myself, but you know, if you play it with co-op, on co-op, it's another experience yet again. You know, it's a great game to play with your mates. But anyway, that is that for me for now. And as usual, whatever the platform, whatever the console, whatever the game, happy gaming, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So until such time, Megan.